I've got the materials you're going to need here. First thing you're going to want to get is this latex tubing, okay? You can buy it at Home Depot, and it comes, I think, in 30-foot rolls, or excuse me, 10-foot rolls. This is the stuff that you want. It's perfect. It's that stuff they use in the hospitals. It's in the plumbing section though at Home Depot. Don't bother going anywhere else. The next thing that you're going to want, you can either do one of two things. If you want to go a little bit more natural for tying off the sling part of the slingshot, you can use leather strips. These are actually leather shoelaces, actually for my shoe. So I don't want to use these. So what I actually use is zip ties, and they hold it a lot tighter. But they don't look quite as organic, but they do hold it a lot better. And then what I've made here, this is the pocket for the slingshot, and I've done something a little bit particular here, and I'll show you a close-up of this. I've cut out the piece of cloth, and I've crimped it here with what are these called? Whatever these are called here, the little eye sockets, and then this is a little tip. It's often hard to keep whatever it is that you're trying to shoot in the slingshot. It's hard to keep it inside the little pocket when you're pulling it back. So I actually made kind of a regressive fat pieces of fabric going in, so it'll hold it in when you pull it back. And you'll see a close-up of that later. So that's the materials you're going to need. As far as the tools, you're going to need a knife or a utility knife of some kind for sure, a saw, or some of the branch clippers to get your stick or your sling, sander if you want, tape measure I recommend because you want to get some tight measurements, and then pliers and a Sharpie. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to find your stick. This may be the most important part, second to making sure that you use this. So let's go do that right now. Alright, I think I found a good one. So what you want to look for is this thing right here, okay? This is known as the perfect crotch, all right? You want to have strong grip right here, and then have them come out as perpendicularly to each other as possible. And again, I like to have about 1/3 of the length that your tubing is in the middle here, so that'd be about 8 inches, which is about what we've got here. As far as the wood, I'd look for the types of kind of these short trees that grow along rivers and wet areas, dogwood, things like that. Nothing that's too big. They tend to grow into Y shapes like this, and they make perfect slingshots. All right, let's do this. All right, gang, we're back. We got a couple of different options here. These three are the same type of tree, and this one I think is like I mentioned, a dogwood of some kind. I don't know about you guys, but I think this one right here is the best one. Let's check out the width here, and it's about 8 inches, so that's perfect. So the next thing that we want to do, you don't really need to do a lot of cleanup on this. You maybe just want to make sure that it's level, which it about is. Just kind of clip off the top here a little bit, and you want to take your tubing here, which, like I mentioned, just made this handy little diagram here. You want to get about 2 feet of the tubing, and you want to get your crotch spread about 8 inches. You want to pull it even, cut it in half. Okay, and then all you're going to do is just take one end, and I like to start on the stick end as opposed to over here, and you wrap it around, okay, real tight until you've got maybe like a 1/2 inch, and you want to zoom in on that, maybe a 1/2 inch pulled back behind there, okay, and all you're going to do is pull it real tight like this, okay, and hold it between your legs. And this is the part where you would either take some leather, if you want to go, you know, outdoorsy, crafty craftsman route, or if you want to be a little bit more utilitarian and realistic, you just get a zip tie, wrap it around. I like to make sure that the zip point is pointing outwards. So you want to pull it, hold it in between your knees, and then with the other hand, just pull that zip in as tight as you can get it. And like I said, try to get the zip pointing out this way because you're just going to cut that off. Okay? And try to have as little as possible on left over here. That's fine right there. Good crank there, and we're good. And then just cut off that end of the zip. Okay? And you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So what I'm going to show you right here that I didn't show you on this one was before you tie it on, you want to cut in little notches. And what these are is this just providing a little groove where the band is going to go, so it'll stay in place. And I just kind of cut little V's like this all the way around, like that. Okay, we take our tubing, wrap it around, and I like to bring the tubing in on the inside. I seem to have fewer problems with it than going on the outside. It seems to be a little more accurate. Once again, pull this, hold it with your knee, pull it tight, grab our zip tie, get the zip tie pointing outwards. Oops. Okay. So, and here we've got that. That is not yet a slingshot. Now, on this right here, you can do anything you want here. You can use leather, you know, however you want to make this. I experimented with a couple different designs. I still can't think of what the heck these things are called. They're
grommets.
What is it?
Grommets.
Grommets. Thank you, Leah. These are grommets to keep it, you know, sturdier. This is just like fabric that I found in my wife's, what is it?
Felt.
It's felt. Thank you again. And then this is my special little thing. I was getting tired with these other designs of the rocks not staying in, and so I experimented with making a little pocket for them, so when you pull it back, it kind of has a little place to keep whatever projectile you have in there. All we're going to do now is I kind of pinch it on the end. Okay, we want this side to be facing it. We want it to come in through here. Okay. And pull it just a bit because you want to keep your length good. Pinch it back on. Okay. So we've got it pinched backwards. Again, I came in on the inside of the slingshot. I'm going out on the outside. Wrap my zip tie around. Make sure it's a little bit further down so you're actually just going around the tubing. And then go ahead, run your zip tie through. I'm going to go ahead and do a little kitting here. Okay. All right. Tighten it up, and that's what you'll have, like that. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. That's about the finished product. I'm going to trim it up here. These needle nose pliers that have got a little cutting edge on there. You could also use, you know, a razor blade. Scissors will cut it. We now have our slingshot. Okay, and if you see, it's holding very well. If you got a little projectile inside of here, You'd probably want to collapse it around it, depending on how big it is, of course, if it's like a stone or something. And it'll hold it right in there like that. And let's try it out. All right, so as far as ammo, again, you can try a couple different variations, but rock's about this size, and I'll hold this down here for scale. Excuse me, dear. These are really good. These will work fine, but these size right here are very accurate. That's what I'd recommend. So, I didn't get the bullseye, but I did kill the paper. It's not too hard to make. It's a lot of fun. The kids love it. And I don't know if you could kill something with this. Should we find out? No? Should we try? I don't know if you could kill a man. So this isn't a home safety device, but maybe it could scare somebody. All right, well thanks for joining me, gang. It was fun. And I hope you have fun with your slingshots. So if you enjoyed me doing this, then let me know if there's something else that you'd like to make, or something you've always wanted to make yourself, and I could make a couple and figure out how to do it. This was a lot of fun. I do kind of enjoy making like weaponsy sort of things, and my kids like it too. So anyway, if you enjoyed, share, like, and thanks for stopping by. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. If anybody can, it's Spider-Man.